Welcome back to For the Record. Public school districts in Wisconsin are losing students and at the same time turning to referenda. Republicans in the state assembly have introduced a package of 6 bills incentivizing school districts to consolidate. Since the revenue limit on schools stopped adjusting to inflation back in 2009, more districts have turned to referendum than ever just to fund operations. Republicans say incentives are voluntary for districts to choose to take if they want to consolidate, while Democrats argue the legislature should provide funding that would eliminate the need to merge districts in the first place.
Endless cycle of referendums is going to push people to the point where is that emotional attachment to the district greater than their desire to increase their own taxes through referendums.
I don't know why we're hyper-fixating only on the ideas that have to do with closing rural schools.
Now, the package of bills passed in the Assembly Committee on Education and will go to the Committee of Rules next week.
The state of our judiciary is troubled. In this moment, we see increasing attack on judges and the judicial system. This is happening both at the personal level, with threats and attacks on judges rising, and in our political system, with a new willingness from some political leaders to actively undermine the rule of law.
That was Wisconsin Supreme Court Chief Justice Jill Karofsky delivering the State of the Judiciary address at the annual meeting of the Wisconsin Judicial Conference this week. Now, for years, the state Supreme Court has requested additional security for Wisconsin's judges. In the most recent biennial budget, the Joint Committee on Finance rejected a call to increase the number of positions responsible for justices' security, to add roughly 8 extra positions, costing a little more than $1 million a year for the next 2 years. The GOP leaders of the committee called the ask duplicative, since Capitol Police already protect the state's highest court. As for the entire state's court system, there are currently 4 state-funded positions that oversee judicial security. 3 officers and 1 sergeant are responsible for assessing threats against all of the state judges and coordinating with local law enforcement. Those positions are only funded through August of 2026. Chief Justice Karofsky says she's been in talks with state leaders and says she's hopeful the funds will be extended through the end of the biennium. But it's not just the state of security Karofsky said she's worried about.
It is not a partisan statement to say we are seeing attacks on the rule of law every day in this country, especially when the attacks come from political leaders castigating judges with whom they disagree and seemingly ignoring court decisions they do not like. And in response, we must work extra hard to build and maintain public trust, legitimacy, and confidence in the court system. We must speak up in defense of the rule of law. It doesn't matter which party's governor appointed us or which party's adherents supported us in our campaigns. This goes well beyond party.
And for the record, we'll be back right after this.